Ready to become a boss babe billionaire and get rich quick with the germanium granite bracelet network. Oh, that definitely sounds like multi-level marketing. Why are you the treasure again? Oh yeah, this is MLM. This is this. Oh, I have a very funny thing to talk about when it comes to this situation, because I nearly got roped into a multi-level marketing scheme twice, and I managed to get out both of them before they actually hooked me in. Because the bullshit detector is a very powerful thing to have, especially if you're a broke college student, no less. I was downtown recently, and these really cool people invited me to a seminar. They told me all about these amazing germanium bracelets. Did you know they can cleanse your aura and bring you good luck? Okay, so the first time, it's the same exact thing that she ran into. She ran into a flyer with like a lot of high yield stuff being involved. And when you're desperate for money, especially in a college setting or any kind of school setting, you want to be ahead of the curve so you don't have to worry about anything else like paying for books or tuition and all that jazz. So here's me during like my downtime of class and just asking for help with the professor. I come across these flyers around the hall. They were all strewn about, mostly on like different walls and bulletin boards. So I had to take a look at it, take one of the phone numbers and see what it's about. I decided to do a bit of research, make my calls, and see what they're about. They were very cordial too. They were very, very cordial. But at the same time, I was also looking at what they were about too. And thankfully, some people have actually done the groundwork and let people know, hey, this thing that you're calling for, this thing that you're looking at, it is a scam. And I was looking through all of it over the phone with the guy on the other side telling me more about the whole product. So I decided to do some research. Thankfully, I had a bit of a potato laptop which sounded like a jet engine taking off. So they probably couldn't hear my keystrokes on the laptop. And the moment that I started realizing what was happening, I'm pretty sure he realized it too. And this is pretty much a classic when it comes to people that work in multi-level marketing or pyramid schemes. Once they start realizing that someone is backing off or they realize something's not right, they'll try to do whatever it takes in order to try to rope you in and guilt trip you. Little do they know, there is someone that is not immune to guilt tripping, but someone who can really commit to cutting somebody off if the red flags are there. Like, you didn't want to be rude, you didn't want to make it obvious that you found something that they wouldn't want you to see, or you put two and two together, and as soon as I found like a way out, I just returned that cordial attitude to them, said I was not interested, but probably consider it somewhere down the line, you know, just kind of bullshit the answer. And I hung up. Right then and there. The next multi-level media thing, I keep saying multi-level media. The next MLM scheme that I also ran into was someone on LinkedIn, of all places. It was on LinkedIn. A sweet old lady at that too. Just goes to show that you can't exactly trust appearances when it comes to those kind of things. And I was at the barber shop. I was getting a haircut, making sure to like look real nice and presentable. Even though it's like a cheap haircut. I want to look presentable. I want to look nice. I don't want to look like I'm wolfing out for some sort of bullshit teen werewolf movie. I wanted to be done with like whatever was going on because I had scheduled a bit of an interview with this lady over LinkedIn to see what it was about. So I decided to like delay a few things, make sure I was back at home and all that stuff, so I actually had something in front of me. I'm glad I employed those delay tactics because when I started looking at what she was selling, there is no bigger red flag than a brand that you've never even heard of on a cheap ass website with copy pasted testimonials. Cheap copy pasted testimonials and a website that looked like it was made from like HTML and onward because of how generic or like even dated the website background looked. It was like some sort of energy supplement too. One thing I'll give them credit for is like the production value that they had when it comes to the videos, but that was just pretty much it. Nothing else really convinced me, and I had to like back out as much as I could. So again, I was being cordial, and this lady could not take no for an answer. She did not want to back out in the slightest until I said, I have some other stuff to take care of. I'm gonna be a little bit busy. I can't exactly return your calls, and so on. So yeah, I was a little bit pissed because of the kind of person I was talking to. She seemed like there was like nothing inherently wrong, nothing that kind of gave alarm bells. Like someone that has been like, she was an old lady, I think well in her late 50s, maybe 60s at so, because she was like gray hair. And good God, she was persistent. And you know what the worst part about it is? After all that, she pretended like nothing ever even happened. Like I was stammering a lot too during the phone call and trying to like back out as much as I could, not to give her like a single inch of like any remorse that she could worm her way into. And I just ended the call right there. She was sorry in the sense that she could never really rope me into the MLM, so I decided to just block her on LinkedIn. So those are the two instances in my life where I nearly got dragged into like pyramid schemes. Those were the two major instances in my life where I nearly got dragged into those. And I'm glad I was actually able to like learn something from that too, without having to be in it. Because research does wonders. If you're desperate for money, whatever you do, don't do anything where it has a high reward, because it's more than likely an MLM. Because it's just a pipe dream that they sell to you. And the fact that they target college students, no less, is insidious. It is, this is my new favorite word, it is shambolic at how they actually just go around doing that. And the most unfortunate part is that there are people that are really down in their luck, that really have no means in order to pay whatever they can to keep themselves afloat, whether in college or anything else. And they get roped into it to the point where they can't exactly back out anymore. They're stuck into it. Those bullshit seminars, they have to go through every single hoops and leaps and bounds in order to like get the bare minimum information in order to make a fraction of the cost. And the people that are up on the top, they're never gonna care about you or do anything in order to bring you up to better speed, no matter how much you sell. And even then, you don't know if those products are actually working. They could just practically give you like dusted ass gas or something that'll probably kill you slowly the more you take it. And I'm pretty sure Serica is one of those poor saps that thought that this would be the gangbuster option in order to get themselves out of debt. It sucks. Yep. And if you can get 3 other girls who want to become boss babes like you know, hey, bring some friends. Maybe they might be interested in selling these products as well. And you're the treasurer, no less. You should be the most money-conscious individual out of the entire room. At least she knows. Yeah, exactly. If it's such a great business plan, why would they give it away for free at such a fishy sounding seminar? That's how they get you. You're better off just working retail. You're better off working at food service. You're better off working off at like some sort of clinical area where even though the workload may be a lot, you can at least kind of autopilot until the day is over and have some time in order to do some school work on the side. You doofus. You absolute doofus. Oh god. Oh dear god.